7 Incredibly effective remedies for heartburn. Suffering from the symptoms of a heartburn is truly the worst thing one has to bear. It not only ruins the memories of the scrumptious meal that you had, but also captures your body with bouts of pain. You experiencing a highly agonizing burning sensation, which tends to take place when the contents within your stomach start backing up within your esophagus. Statistics reveal that over 60 million Americans tend to suffer from the symptoms of GERD once a month, while over 15 million Americans experience them every single day. Faced with such horrible odds, it's only wise to note down some easy and natural home remedies that will help you gain immediate heartburn relief, and avoid a trip down to the pharmacy. How to help bad heartburn. There are countless ways of treating and controlling the symptoms of a heartburn at home. You can always pop some over-the-counter medications to turn your heartburn, but while they are highly likely to reduce your immunity, herbal and natural home remedies offer a more effective solution. You may have devoured too much of a fiery hot spicy dish, or perhaps, eaten a great deal of unhealthy fats and oily recipes. We've picked out 7 incredibly effective and effortlessly easy home remedies that will eliminate those painful heartburn symptoms, put your stomach to rest and ease out the burning sensation. Baking soda. For centuries, grandmothers and mothers have been telling their daughters to treat heartburn symptoms with baking soda, which is basically sodium bicarbonate. Research reveals that baking soda does tend to cure heartburn symptoms for most patients since it works as a base that neutralizes the acids within the stomach. The recommended dosage is taking 1 teaspoon of baking soda and mixing it in a glass of water. However, if you are regularly experiencing heartburn symptoms, baking soda should not be your only remedy. You see, it contains high amounts of salt, which can cause horrid side effects, such as nausea and inflammation. If your symptoms persist, it's best to see a doctor and get yourself thoroughly examined. Licorice. Licorice is a highly effective remedy that will not only eliminate the symptoms of heartburn, but also aid in treating the root cause behind your suffering. The contents within the stomach are acidic, therefore, treating them to antacids is not going to be of much help in treating the problem. Research reveals that licorice contains natural stomach healing properties, and the consumption of licorice can aid in easing out heartburn symptoms. However, you can also experience severe side effects, such as hypertension. Therefore, pick out DGL licorice, which doesn't contain the risky and hazardous glycyrrhizic acid. Doctors highly recommend their patients to obtain chewable DGL licorice tablets, which they need to chew right before taking their meals. You can obtain these from your nearest natural produce store, and there are countless varieties that tend to taste much better than licorice. Aloe vera. Ancient medicinal and herbal practices regard aloe as a powerful remedy to treat burns, and soothe the stomach when experiencing symptoms of a severe heartburn. Research validates this claim with evidence that suggests that aloe vera juice is capable of reducing inflammation. Therefore, it is highly effective as eliminating any kind of inflammation within the esophagus and the stomach. For effective results, be sure to drink half a cup of aloe vera juice right before having your meal. However, you must take into consideration the fact that aloe vera juice also works as a potent laxative. The best way to administer it without risks or side effects is to pick out a brand that does not contain the laxative component. Sleep on your left side. If you are constantly suffering from acid reflux at night, particularly during your sleep, chances are, your sleeping position is wrong and unhealthy. Doctors widely believe that sleeping on an incline is a great technique to make sure the contents of your stomach stay there instead of rising up with acid reflux. And the side you sleep on plays a huge role in determining the onset of acid reflux. Research validates the claim that sleeping on your left side reduces the chances of experiencing acid reflux. Several patients have reported noticeable improvements and a reduction in heartburn symptoms after sleeping on their left sides, while patients sleeping on their right sides of back tend to experience severe acid reflux. A study attempted to study this phenomenon revealed that sleeping on your right side tends to worsen the symptoms of heartburn. Hence, it is highly advisable to sleep on your left side in order to prevent the onset of acid reflux. Chewing gum. Chewing some gum right after your meal has countless other benefits aside from refreshing your breath and eliminating that horrid taste of garlic. A recent study attempted to examine several remedies and their effects on patients suffering from the symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. The results revealed that chewing a piece of sugar-free gum for half an hour right after consuming a meal aided the patients in experiencing noticeable heartburn relief. The researchers believe that chewing gum influences the rate of salivary flow, and this allows the acid that collects up in the gut to get cleared and eliminated much quickly than the natural process. When the acid clears up, it causes an improvement in the symptoms of GERD. Avoid lying right after a meal. It is only natural to feel sleepy and fatigued after devouring a hearty and large meal. However, letting yourself slip into a drowsy food coma will only worsen your heartburn. Research reveals that it takes the stomach at least 4 hours to excrete 90% of the food that we consume. Therefore, it is highly advisable to sit upright for at least 3 hours after consuming meal. Lying down would only slow down the digestion process and trigger the symptoms of a heartburn. Instead of lying down on the couch and snoring away, remain standing and indulge yourself in some routine chores around the house. You can even go for a relaxing stroll in the park or your neighborhood perhaps. This will ensure the acid remains within your stomach. Moreover, maintain a vertical body position for 3 hours after consuming your dinner is the best trick to avoid those awful heartburn symptoms at night. Slippery elm. For centuries, slippery elm has remained a prominent cure amongst ancient and traditional herbal remedies to cure countless ailments, particularly GERD symptoms. Research reveals that slippery elm extracts work by thickening the layer of mucus lining our stomach, hence, creating a fortified shield against the acid. Basically, slippery elm works as a demulcent that provides a protective coating to the tissue within our stomach. According to traditional remedies, you must consume a couple tablespoons of slippery elm in water right after your meal and before going to sleep to avoid heartburn symptoms.